Hey guys, it's Jason here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the video. We are out with the awesome Team Associated MT8 running the service pack. And the other thing, guys, we've got going on today, just like with the last few videos, we're still running the Louise RC ST uphills. That's because I did tear one of my stock tires. Team Associated is sending me the tire, but the only problem is they didn't come in a pair. They sent me one tire, and because the stock MT8 tires are directional, they had sent me the wrong one. So now they're sending me the other one. But I'm also, guys, running today the Red Cat Racing 5mm wheel extender. So this was always kind of a part, guys, that I was going to put on the truck right from the beginning, because I assumed that I was going to be tearing it down and kind of rebuilding it, but that was not the case. But either way, I decided to put them on today. Hoo-hoo, yeah. Oh man, this thing's a little animal. I just got finished running the Big Rock, and which has been awesome, and it's rocking, guys, the new Method RC Geoforms. And unfortunately, I had an issue again with the front end, with the dog bone, the outdrive, and that even has the M2C outdrives. So I've got to work on that. But what I was getting at, guys, was just how snappy this thing is compared to the Big Rock. Yeah. Oh guys, the MT8 is awesome. And again, this body, this version, guys, with this colored body only cost me $90 more than an MT10. So I know in the States, if you can find them, they're pretty cheap there too. You just have to find them. Stands up at like, I don't know, third, maybe half throttle. And I haven't touched anything, guys, on the ESC. No punch, maybe the brake, I don't remember. Looks good though with those Louise RC uphills though. They kind of suit this truck just perfect. Whew. Did you guys see how quick that was? Like even to bring down the front end, as I almost drive into a stump. No, that's wicked looking. Look at this truck. Man, oh man, I know I say it in every video, and you guys must be getting tired of me saying it, but those damn influencers. Because this would have been an awesome truck. All the companies would have had parts for it. It would have just been wicked. And so far, guys, it's not like I've needed them, but I mean, hey, it's more fun to, you know, chassis upgrades and stuff like that is always fun to do. But we haven't needed them yet. And I mean, those companies will only make parts for, well, popular trucks. Oh, I slipped off the trigger. Oh, there's a puppy dog. My finger slipped off the trigger. Ooh, pulled out of that one nice. I think I said in the first video, the one thing I wanted to do was to kind of notch out where the lights are so that that doesn't happen. Just haven't got around to doing it yet. There's the stock servo for you. Not the quickest, but I mean, it works. I am going to be changing that, guys, with the AGF RC servo that I have in the Max Slash. That thing's a beast. Whew. Fast. Oops. Sorry, truck. I'm gonna do this one more time and then we're gonna hit the jump. Whew. I like that. Oh. She's a good little truck. I know a few people have been kind of asking me about it because, again, they've been kind of told that this thing was not a good truck. And I mean, it's hard, guys, right now. I've probably got maybe 7, 8 runs on it. But it's definitely, guys, shocked me. Like, just between... we'll address the first thing, which was the durability. Again, guys, running the service pack, truck seems to be holding up. The big thing, guys, is just how much fun it is. Like, it is such a great truck to drive. And besides from my body, oh, that was awful. Besides from my body getting stuck behind the front lights over and over again, this thing is just awesome. And if you haven't watched any of my videos on this truck yet, I also have the teal body for it. Where did that go? There we are. I just need to get around to Gorilla taping it, and I'll be running that one too. Nice. I think I said it in another video. This is what I thought the Traxxas Max would have been. Something like this. Now, I understand this is 6S, the Max is only 4S, but this is just handles so much better. And they're pretty much close to the same weight. Which is kind of a neat thing, because you get the aluminum chassis, but you got kind of the hybrid going on here, where you got the aluminum chassis, but the composite plastic shock towers and everything. All right, let's see. That's not what I had planned there. Nice. We are going to get to that bounce. One of these days. Whew. Pulled out just right at the end. Oh, jeez. Oh, my guess is the switch, because I can still hear the fan, but that's plugged into the balance port. That's the only... It's one thing with this ESC is that it's the on-off switch. It's not the button, like the toggle kind of switch. And I've noticed that that unfortunately switches to off a few times. All right, guys, that is all it was. I think, if I remember correctly, I think you just snip the wires and then solder them together, and then you kind of bypass the switch. So as soon as you plug in the battery, the ESC will turn on, and that way I won't have to keep dealing with the switch getting knocked into off. Now we're going to try things a little bit different, and from past experience, it's usually when I stand down here that things go wrong. Because I know that's what happened with Big Rock, but that I think was just more of the issue I have in the front of that truck with the outdrives and the dog bones, or the CVDs. All right, guys, let's try to hit this thing with some speed. Yeah. nice. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Oh no. Ah, bummer. All right, that could have been a close one. Luckily there was no cars coming. What I'm gonna do, guys, I don't know if I have that much battery left, but I think I have a wheel wrench with me. I'm gonna switch over to the Method RC Geoforms. Yeah, I've got them with me. And again, I do have the 5mm wheel wideners on here now, so yeah, let's do that. All right, guys, I switched over to the Geoforms. Now, I've not changed the battery or anything like that, and this is only a 4000, so I don't know what kind of runtime we're gonna get. So I'm gonna just start off first. I wanna rip it around, see how it drives on this dirt, because this dirt is always kind of a test for me. Whew. Oh, come on. This dirt is always a test because you can kind of see there's not much here. It's like super hard packed. So it makes things very, very squirmy, which can be fun at times. But I would say these seem to be hooking up pretty good. Yeah, guys, these seem to be doing pretty good here too. I mean, on this truck, I've been running them on the big rock and I found they were kind of a very good tire to run up here. That was on the big rock. This thing, obviously, guys, being a shorter wheelbase, I was expecting it to be a little bit more squirmy. But it definitely hooks up here though. But it's not as out of control. Funny, it seems like every time I say that is usually when I get out of control. And all right, let's go down here. We'll try it on the grass. Try not to get this thing in the face. Oh. And instead I got one in the neck. A rock, that is. Oh, pulled out of that one. Okay. Yeah. All right, so this is the first time you've seen these tires. I've got a Big Rock 6S video up with them on. And yeah, guys, these are, I like these. Oh, there's a party going on over there today. Definitely have to notch out that body though. Truck looks funny when it's driving around like this because the front body is stuck up over the lights. Nice. These tires definitely have more bite than the stock and the Louise RC ones. I notice it kind of like when you're gunning it, just the way it kind of hooks up. Jeez. Oh, here's another test. Because that right there is what I thought was going to be kind of when this truck would break, the bad landings and stuff like that. All right, let's try to line this thing up better this time. Nice. Kind of gave it just a little bit of gas there when I got to the, when I kind of landed to pull out a bit, just to keep it from bouncing. But I don't really think that's the greatest thing on diffs, so. Oh, guys, LVC. All right, at least we got some time in with the geoforms. But either way, guys, see you home, back on the bench. All right, guys, we've got the MT8 home. It's back on the bench. It's all cleaned up. These are those wheel extenders that I got off Red Cat. I can't remember what size they are right now. I'll throw that up on the screen. But once again, guys, super successful run with the MT8. The geoforms were awesome on it. They definitely hook up better at the top of my street. I mentioned that in every single video I do when I'm up there. It's just that's such a hard-packed, kind of loose, rocky dirt that there's nothing for tires to bite into. And because I've had the Louise RC tires, guys, lots of places, they always do well. I just find at the top of my street, for some reason, the compound they use just seems to work better up there. Between both my Terraforms and the Geoforms, actually. But, you know, I often, guys, talk in every single video. You know, I kind of give a review in every video. That's why I don't really do review videos, because every single video I ever do, running, whatever, I'm always kind of reviewing it, talking, letting you guys know what I think of the truck. And you know what? I've got to say this. I've said it in other videos. I'm going to say it again. The MT8 is awesome. You buy the truck, install the service pack, tune your diffs, and you're off and running. And I would say at this point, after however many runs, guys, I've had this truck out for 6, 7, 8, I don't even know now. I would say you don't need anything, meaning you're going to get a good solid truck right out of the box. Again, service pack, tune your diffs. You should be doing that with every truck. You're going to get a good truck. Yes, there are little tweaks that you can do to the shocks and other things. And guys, I've got other parts. I'm going to be upgrading. You know, I've got all the Red Cat parts. So the rear hub carriers, the steering knuckles, C-hubs, all that stuff. I've got other parts as well. Ackerman plate. I got a lot. But I really don't think that you need them right out of the box. I'm not saying, guys, the truck is indestructible. I know at some point I'm going to break it. I know at some point I'm going to come down and I'm going to break something, but that's okay. We break trucks. My issue with this was I thought that right out of the box, the first run, I was going to be snapping parts, and that definitely is not the case. And I would not have spent all the money on the Red Cat parts if I knew what I knew now, as well as I would not have bought the MT10. I was super excited to run a team associated truck. I was super excited just to run, you know, this look, the body, all that kind of fun stuff, that I bought the MT10 thinking that this was going to be a truck that was just going to have problems. And every time I ran it, I'd be coming home and putting on the aluminum parts and tweaking this and changing this. And that has just not been the case. It has been an absolute blast. So guys, on that note, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, please subscribe, and as always, have a fantastic day.